Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today I'm making another name out of wire. Now these names can be used as pendants or as embellishments on greeting cards or in scrapbooks. If you'd like me to do your name, be sure to comment below for a chance for me to do your name and suggest a little icon as well that would be cute with the name. And also check out my playlist of names that I've already done that I'll link up below in the description. So we're going to make Laura with a little camera. So I have my 20 gauge wire. I cut about 20 inches of the wire, and I'm going to use my round pliers to start the cursive L. So we'll just start it around like that to form the L. And then we need to form the A. So we'll get the larger round pliers and bring that around to the back. And just see if it's the right position that you like. Bring that around to the back. So it's going to be like a complete circle and this sticking up. And then take your smaller round pliers, just because you want to bend this wire to the front. So just gently hold it and then push it to the front here. Okay, so we're going to have what looks like an A. And if you need to push that a bit so it's over top, go ahead and do that. And then we want to form the cursive U. So we're going to bring this up here and make sure that's in the spot you want. If you want it a little lower, you can adjust it a little bit lower. So to form the U, we're just going to bend this wire to the back, hold it with your pliers, and push it with your finger. That's the best technique to bend the wire. You hold with your pliers and then you kind of push with your finger, and then use your larger round pliers or the larger part of your small round pliers, and you're going to form a kind of a U by just putting the wire like up, down, and around. Okay, and then you want to bend this one to the front, so at the same height as the other side, we're just going to bend that to the front. And the same thing, you hold it with your pliers and push it with your fingers. So that's what's looking like a U. And then we want to form the cursive R. So we just pull that around. Same thing, if it's not low enough, just bring it back, bring it up again. And then to form the cursive R, we're going to bend this to the front. So hold that there, bend it to the front, and then bend it up a little bit, and then bend it to the back. So we're kind of going back, front with our bends. So that forms a kind of a cursive R, and then we want to bring it across and do the last A. So we're just going to bend it across here, adjust it if you need to, and then get your larger round pliers again. Do the circle, but making sure the wire goes to the back. So holding it in place, compare it with the other A. If you need to make it a little larger, you can. Just back it up a bit. And this wire to the back. And same thing as we did before. Take your little pliers, bend it to the front, and then bend it across. So there you have Laura here. So how are we going to do the camera? So what you want to do is imagine sort of how big the camera is going to be, and then do like a circle in the middle of where the camera would be, around the bottom of the camera. So make a circle which is going to be the lens of the camera. So whatever size that you want it to be, maybe don't want it too big. And so that's going to be the lens of the camera. And then what you want to do is bend this up at a right angle. So just take this here and bend it up for that part of the camera. And then what you want to do is bend this again at a bit of a right angle. We're going to kind of frame the lens a little bit. So we're going to bend this across and push it, like really push it with your finger to make that nice right angle. And then here, push it up a bit. And then you want a little curved area over the lens. So for that, you can get your round pliers again. The copper's pretty flexible, so you could almost just like mold it with your finger. So that's going to go over the lens, and then you want to bend this at a bit of a right angle so it's somewhat symmetrical. So we're going to go like that. And then you want to bend this down to form the other side of the camera. So flip it over so you can see it. And it doesn't matter if it's perfectly symmetrical, but do what you can to get it about, you know, equal distance. So that this line is going to go there. So I don't know if you could tell, but that's going to be the starting of the camera. Then you want to bend the wire to the back. So wherever you think that bend needs to be, I always like to help it with my pliers. I just find it makes a cleaner bend if you give it a little help first. So we're going to go like that and push this here. So we have what looks like the beginning of the camera. And then what you're going to do is do a little knob on the camera. So it's going to be like your little button that you push kind of thing. So we're going to, you can go ahead and get your flat pliers if you want a cleaner bend. So we're just going to take the flat pliers and bend that across and push it with your thumb. And now let's just form a little button here, like a little kind of, I don't know, they call it a shutter button or something. So we're going to push that wire around here. So that makes sort of a stylized button. Let me just show you what it's going to look like. And then we want to make the little part that goes up for the kind of around the lens there. So take this and bring it up, okay, and then across. Just gives it a little bit of a nice shape, and then down, and then across again. And then you can put like that little stylized thing where you, well, in the old days where you used to rewind the film. So this is like an old school camera type of thing, the kind of camera I had growing up. So there we go. So we have like a little button there, just makes it a little bit interesting. And then we want to just bend this wire down, and I'll show you how we're going to finish it up. And if you're going to make this into a pendant, what you could end up doing is put a jump ring into that one to have, and a jump ring into there to hang it on a pendant. And then for this, same thing, you want to help the wire a bit so it doesn't get distorted when you bend it. So we're going to bend that to the back. And as often I do, I've cut this way too long. So let's just trim it so it's easier to get in there. And actually we could even trim it a little more. And so then you're going to take that end and just put it through this camera here. And then we're going to finish it off. So just hold it whatever way is the easiest for you, and then bring that here and clip it so it's flush. So you're going to just give it a good flush cut, remove that, and just give it a little push here. And then the question is going to be, how do we, so cute, the little camera. So the question is going to be, how do we finish off the L? Because you don't want it to come undone. So let's just go around here, and you don't want it to be sharp, right? So I think what we can just do, you have a few options. You can twist it around if you want, or you can just simply like bend this back to be a little more discreet. Just bend it back here and then clip the edge so it's very discreet. So if you clip that here, and then what you can do is just pinch in that end a little bit so it's flush right there. So there you go. So there's Laura. If you need to adjust it, that's where you get, you know, your pliers, and you pinch it in, you adjust it. You can make it more straight. So there's Laura with the little camera. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And be sure to comment below and let me know if you make some names out of wire. See you the next time.